Yo, it's your local Taco Bell sales associate Jay Moores, and today we're about to take a look at a video from Quack what dying from every deadly disease feels like. Y'all already know what it is, man. Like, follow, subscribe. Let's go ahead and hop into the video. Let's get it.
How dying from every deadly infectious disease feels like. Rabies. Imagine you're walking home one evening when a stray raccoon suddenly spawned in front of you. It's moving strangely slow and stumbling.
I'm running that way. I'm gone. I'm getting the hell on. I'm gone. I'm gone. I look like a breeze. Hell you mean? I'm not finna sit here around this damn rabbit ass raccoon. Hell no. Fuck that. I'm gone. I wouldn't even try to fight it.
And its mouth is drooling. Before you can step back, it jumps and bites your left forearm. You pull away.
I don't see how. I was already gone.
Water, and within a week, the wound is barely visible. A month passes, then another. You forget about it entirely. Then one morning, you feel a tingling in your left.
No, you go to the doctor. We do not know where that goddamn foaming at the mouth raccoon came from. It bit me. I am not okay. I am paranoid. I feel my body disintegrating.
Get some help.
Please, for real. No, hell no. Go to the doctor, bro.
Arm, right where the bite was. You assume it's nothing serious, but a few days later, you got a fever. Then, a restless, uncomfortable feeling you can't shake out no matter how much you rest. What you don't know is that the rabies virus has
been turned into a goddamn caveman monkey looking at black,
crawling up your nerves this whole time. Around 12 to 100 millimeters a day. Totally invisible, with zero symptoms. And by the time you feel that tingle, the virus has already reached your brain.
Damn.
Once it's there, things get bad fast. The virus attacks the part of your brain that controls your emotions, your behavior, and your basic body functions, like swallowing and breathing. Your family rushes you to the hospital. Then a nurse brings you a glass of water and holds it to your mouth. The second the water touches your lips, your throat locks up in a violent spasm. This is...
I've seen that. Y'all ever seen those videos? They used to be pretty popular back in like the early 90s. You see them all the time where like people got like rabies and they try to give them water and then like freaking out, like they can't drink water. They cannot drink water at all. You feel me? So that's pretty damn crazy. It basically like dries your ass out, makes you dehydrate your damn self. You feel me? Because you can't keep the water down. It's wild. I wonder what happens. I guess he's gonna tell us.
Called hydrophobia,
which
there you literally
go.
Just
hydrophobia.
means fear of water. But it's not actually fear. It's just your brain misfiring that made your reflex go haywire. And it's not just the water that does it. Even a small breeze blowing across your face can trigger the same full-body seizure. On top of that, because of those spasms, you can't even swallow your own spit. It just constantly pulls in your mouth. The virus actually takes over your salivary glands on purpose. Rabies spreads through saliva, so flooding your mouth is how it makes sure the next victim gets infected if you bite them.
Wow.
Your body's just the delivery system for the next infection. After that, slowly, your muscles stop working altogether. The paralysis starts at your legs, then climbs up to your arms, then reaches your chest. Eventually, you lose control of your entire body, fall into a coma, and die within 2 to 10 days after the first symptoms showed up. But there is a way to stop rabies, but it only works.
I was just about to say, is there a cure for rabies? I know like it was like an incurable disease for a long time, but is it still incurable, or does it have like some type of antibodies to be able to help you out once you get bit?
Symptoms start. If you get bitten by an animal and go to a doctor the same day you get bitten, it can give you a series of vaccine shots over the next few days.
Okay,
Those shots stop the virus before it ever gets to your brain.
Nice.
That window between the bite and the first symptom is the only time medicine can save you.
But see, in his situation though,
nothing doctors can do.
In his situation, from what it sounded like, he was already feeling little tinglies in his arm.
I sense a faint smell of danger. Oh shit!
I mean, I think he might have actually passed away. He might be up out of here. I'm just playing. No, I'm just hoping to God that he lived from that. No, that's wild though. No, I really thought that getting bit by like a animal that had rabies was pretty much a death sentence. I really thought that was.
You're an aid worker in West Africa. You've been there for 3 weeks, helping at a rural clinic. This morning, you woke up with a headache. You take some painkillers, drink water, and assume it's the heat.
Right.
By afternoon, your whole body feels heavy. Even lifting your arms feels like too much effort. So the doctors run some tests, give you some medicine, and you rest. But none of it helps, because what you actually have is Ebola.
What?
Oh my God, Ebola.
Multiplying inside your body for 5 days already. Here's what it has been doing to you this whole time. Your blood vessels are basically long tubes that carry blood to every part of your body.
Right.
And the inner walls of those tubes are lined with a thin layer of cells that keep everything sealed. Ebola hunts those lining cells down and destroys them. And as those cells die, small holes open up in the vessel walls.
Oh,
Because of
so
that,
you like
blood starts
bleeding
leaking out and
inside
blood
your
pressure
body.
begins to fall.
Holy, have mercy. It makes you bleed on the inside. It make me bleed on the inside. Yes. It tears up the lining in your blood vessels. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's terrible.
Immune system is trying to fight back. It sends out its defender cells to attack the virus.
Right.
But Ebola does something that most viruses cannot do. It can possess the defender cells and take control of them. Those possessed cells then start flooding the body with emergency signals. Think of these
Holy.
signals like messages telling nearby blood vessels to relax and open up wider. Normally, this helps immune cells move around faster to fight an infection. But with Ebola, the signal never stops and happens everywhere at once. So the blood vessels keep opening more and more until they get so loose they can barely hold blood inside. For the first few days, you can still convince yourself this is just a bad fever.
Right.
But around day 4 or day 5, something changed. You start throwing up. At first, just once or twice. But then it doesn't stop. Then comes the diarrhea. And together, they start draining your body of around 3 to 5 liters of fluid every single day. In the worst cases,
Dang.
up to 10 liters. You're losing water faster than anyone can put it back in.
Right,
That's only
right.
the stuff you can see coming out of you. Because inside, there's something worse. With the vessel walls now destroyed throughout your body, your blood starts forcing its way out wherever it can find a gap. From your gums, your eyes,
Oh,
through needle puncture sites, and
no.
bleeding heavily from deep inside your gut. With that much
Oh.
fluid and blood gone,
Bro, you like bleeding everywhere and you shitting and throwing up. Oh my God, it's the worst. This is it. This is number one right here, bro. This is the worst way to go. Right here. I get Ebola. Take me out. Do not put me on life support. I do not want to be bleed in every orifice of my body. I'm good on that. Nope. Take me out. Put me out. I do not want to be here.
Stop it. Get some help.
blood pressure drops even more. Your kidneys need steady pressure to clean waste from your blood, so they start to fail. And after the kidneys, the liver follows them. Because Ebola also directly infects and kills your liver cells. Without the liver, your body can't make the proteins it needs to clot blood properly. So the bleeding just gets worse.
It's bleeding
a
everywhere.
combination of organs shutting down, fluids drained, and blood loss getting worse.
I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop.
Blood loss getting worse.
You're
Your
done.
heart can't maintain enough pressure to keep going.
Right.
Somewhere between 6 and 16 days after that first headache, your body finally gives out. But even the
Oh,
people
damn.
who survive don't fully escape them. As one survivor put it ain't over even when it's over. Doctors call it post-Ebola syndrome. And studies show that even 5 years later, more than half of them still have these symptoms. The virus may be gone, but the damage stays.
Yeah.
Bubonic plague. Imagine you're living in Florence, Italy in the spring of 1348. For months, people have been gossiping about a sickness coming in from the east. But Florence is one of the richest cities in the world, and nobody's going to stop their life over a rumor. So the markets stay open, and the streets stay crowded. Then
True.
one day you wake up with a fever and a strange lump under your armpit. By evening, that lump has swollen to the size of an egg. It's burning hot. And
I had a lump under my armpit at one period in time. I did. I was at my girl house back when I was young and shit like that. And fucking, I had took a shower and I didn't want to be musty. So I ended up using her fucking deodorant. Like that. You know, that goddamn fucking speed stick. Whatever the fuck she used to be wearing. Woman speed stick. But anyway, man, I had a bump under my arm so fucking big. Shouted. I was just trying not to be funky, bro. I had to go somewhere. I had to be somewhere. You feel me? I couldn't go back to my crib. Feel me? It was too far. Because I had to be somewhere. Oh, I had to goddamn. Whoa. Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about, man. Come on, man. I'll be acting like y'all too good for that shit, man. Yeah.
pain is so bad you can barely move your arm. You have no idea that a flea bite you never even felt started all of this. And the flea brought tiny bacterias that outmaneuvered your entire immune system. The bacteria behind bubonic plague is called Yersinia pestis. See, when something harmful enters your body, your immune system immediately sends out destroyer cells to destroy the threat.
Right.
But Yersinia
They
pestis has
can
a
be
way around
easily
that.
convinced
When one of those
that
destroyer
they are
cells
not your
swallows
homeboys.
the bacteria,
You're my friend now.
Instead of dying, the bacteria pulls out a set of tools to counter it. One tool injects a paralyzing chemical into the cell that switches it off before it can warn the rest of the body. Another tool wraps the bacteria in a kind of invisibility cloak, so other immune cells don't recognize it as a threat. So instead of being killed, the bacteria survive, multiply inside the very cell that was supposed to destroy them, and quietly spread deeper into the body without triggering any alarm. They eventually reach the nearest lymph node. It's basically a security checkpoint in your body that catches and destroys anything dangerous. But because the bacteria has already disabled so many of the immune system's warning signals on the way there, the lymph node doesn't realize how serious the situation is until the bacteria are already multiplying inside it at full speed. The node swells up as it tries to desperately contain an infection that's already out of control. And the swelling is the bubo, that hot, egg-sized, agonizing lump under your arm. Your fever keeps climbing, the pain keeps growing, and your body has been losing this fight for days without you knowing.
Cut it.
Nothing
Cut it. Cut it open. I don't need it. Cut it.
stops the bacteria here. They eventually break out of the lymph node and pour into the bloodstream.
Ew.
And that is where things become deadly. Once in the blood, the bacteria release poisons that cause the body to essentially panic and attack itself. Blood starts clotting in tiny vessels all throughout the body, while those same vessels are also leaking and bleeding at the same time, which cuts off the blood supply to many organs. The fingers go dark, the toes go dark, the nose goes dark. The tissue is dying because no blood is reaching it anymore, and it turns black right there on the living body. This is where the name Black Death comes from. The organs, overwhelmed and starved of proper blood flow, begin to shut down one by one, and death in untreated cases comes within 3 to 6 days of that first fever. Without antibiotics, bubonic plague kills between 30 and 60% of the people it infects. If caught early with the right medication, most people survive. But without treatment, the time between the first fever and death hasn't changed in 600 years. Cholera.
That's crazy, man. Public service announcement. Don't be going out there and getting Ebola. It's not fun. If the girl says she got Ebola, don't matter if she fine. If her breath stink, breath don't stink, it don't matter. Stay away from her. Don't drink nothing that says Ebola on it. Ebola infused, don't do it. Don't drink it. Don't drink it.
Crowded neighborhood in London in 1854. It's a hot summer morning. You drink a glass of water from the public pump down the street like you do every day, and you feel completely fine.
True.
But by afternoon, you feel a strange discomfort in your stomach.
You gotta go
make
take a
it to the
shit.
toilet just in time.
Yep.
But an hour later, you're back again. Then again. Then again after that. And by now, what is coming out of you doesn't look normal at all.
What?
It's watery and whitish, almost like the water left over from rinsing rice. And it absolutely doesn't stop. Turns out the suspects are a bacteria called Vibrio cholerae. And what makes it so uniquely scary is that it doesn't damage your body at all. There's no bleeding, no torn tissue, or anything like our previous entries. Instead, it releases a poison that gets inside the cells of your intestine and hijacks the switch that controls how much water moves through your gut. Those cells normally move water and salt in and out of your intestine in a careful, controlled way. But
That's
once
crazy.
that poison takes over, those cells start pumping water and salt out of your body nonstop. And they physically can't turn off. Your body just keeps draining and draining and draining. You could lose up to 1 liter of fluid every single hour, and up to 20 liters in a single day. To put that in perspective, your entire body only holds about 5 liters of blood. So you are losing 4 times your whole blood supply worth of fluid every day. And you're
So you dehydrating to death through your booty hole. Damn. You literally shitting yourself to death because you are not holding any water in your body. Golly, why does it seem like every disease causes you to shit yourself to death or you'll throw up to death or shit, throw up, and bleed in the inside all at the same time? Protect yourself, man. Go to the doctor, man. Get checkups, dog. For real. Or you can be spitting out salt and water out of your booty hole.
not just losing water. You're losing the minerals your muscles need to move and your
Oh
heart
yeah, everything else. Even your heart coming out your booty hole.
needs to keep beating. And as those minerals disappear, you can feel it happening. Your legs start having cramps so painful they feel like the muscle is tearing. Then your stomach cramps so hard you curl over. And your mouth goes completely dry, and no matter how much you drink, you can't keep up with what you're losing. As the hours pass, the fluid loss starts changing how you look. Your eyes sink back into your head, your cheeks hollow out, and your skin loses its color and turns into a grayish hue. which is how cholera earned its old nickname, the Blue Death. And the longer it goes on, the worse you look. Your hands shrivel
Damn.
and wrinkle like you
Damn, bro, fucking turning dark and get that sunk in eyes. Shit, he disease maxing or something. What the fuck? Oh shit, that happens every time I get out of the shower. G, I be in the shower for about an hour, so that's pretty normal.
been soaking in water for hours, even though you're dying of thirst. Your heart starts beating faster and faster, but your blood pressure keeps dropping because there isn't enough fluid in your veins. And once the pressure drops too low, your kidneys can't clean out your blood anymore, so they shut down. Then the
Damn.
rest of your organs start failing, one after another, until your heart finally gives out with nothing left to pump. In the worst
Oh.
untreated cases, someone can wake up completely healthy in the morning
Mhm.
and be dead by the following night. But here's the wild part. Cholera is actually one of the
What? People do that every day. What are you talking about? No, just playing. I get what he's saying. He's
easiest
talking about the
deadly
disease.
diseases in the world to treat. All you need is clean water mixed with a little bit of salt and
Mhm.
sugar, given fast enough to replace what the body is losing. That's it. A solution that costs less than $1 can pull someone back from the edge of death in hours. With that treatment, the death rate drops from over 50% to less than 1. But that only works if you have access to it. And for millions of people living in war zones, refugee camps, and places where clean water doesn't exist, $1's worth of salt and sugar might as well be on the moon.
True.
Typhoid fever. Imagine you're a soldier sitting in a military camp during the American Civil War.
These drawings are
One
crazy.
evening, you notice a slight fever. You take it easy, drink some water, and figure it'll pass. But the next morning, the fever is a little higher. The morning after that, higher still. And the thing is, this fever never goes back down. It just keeps climbing, a little more each day. And that pattern is so specific that doctors in that era could look at a fever chart and know exactly what they were dealing with. That disease is called typhoid. Typhoid is caused by a bacteria called Salmonella typhi that only infects humans. It spreads through contaminated food or water. Once you swallow it, it survives the stomach acid that kills most other bacteria and slips into your small intestine. Now here's where it gets sneaky. When the bacteria enters your body, your immune system sends in its fighter cells to swallow them up.
I don't like
Normally,
these
that works
guys. These
perfectly, but
these
salmonella-
guys are very, very easily manipulated. These guys right here are supposed to be your defenders. I don't like these guys. Get these guys out of this slideshow, which is starting to become a horror movie. I keep thinking that he's supposed to be the good guys, and they can get hijacked, possessed, and all that good shit. I don't like these guys.
typhoid
I don't think my brother Jake and I are friends anymore.
stays calm and starts multiplying. Then it does something
They'll
even
just be
more
smashing
clever.
in,
It hitches
in
a
your
ride on that
cells.
same fighter cell as it travels deeper into the body, all the way to the liver, the spleen, and the bone marrow. In other words, the bacteria is using your own immune system as a free taxi. And for the first 1 to 3
Like an Uber.
weeks, while all of this is happening deep inside your organs, you have no idea anything is wrong. But eventually, the bacteria multiply so much that the cells they're hiding in can't hold them anymore. The cells burst open. And all that bacteria floods into your bloodstream at once.
Wow.
That's when your body finally
Sick
figures out how bad the
as
situation is. And the
fuck.
fever
That looks like you straight. I'm not coming to work today. I am sick. I am laying in bed with a fever. My fever's 103. Dead ass. That's what that say. Like instant sickness. All those germs just explode into your body like that. Oh man, immediately diarrhea, vomiting, and your hands bleeding. Everything fucked up.
that hits you, that's your immune system freaking out, pulling every alarm at once, trying to fight something that's already everywhere. By the second week, your stomach starts hurting badly and you can't eat. The lining of your intestines, which has been under attack this whole time, start developing open sores on the inside. And those
Oh.
sores begin leaking a foul-smelling greenish liquid that comes out
What
as
the
diarrhea. By
fuck?
the third week, the fever has been cooking your brain for nearly 20 straight
So you bleeding inside of your body, and then the secretion from the blood and the pus and the germs and the disease that come out your. Too much info, bro. Too much info.
days, and your mind starts to go. You become confused and stop making sense when you talk. You lie in bed completely still, staring at the ceiling, sometimes grabbing at things in the air that aren't there. The people around you are trying to talk to you, but you're barely aware they exist. And this is the point where typhoid most often kills. Either because one of those sores in your gut has finally eaten all the way through the intestinal wall, and everything inside your gut is now leaking out, or because your body has simply been fighting at full force for 3 straight weeks and has nothing left to give. Today, typhoid still infects around 9 million people every year.
Try to
It
get rid
kills
of
over
it.
100,000 of them. almost all in South Asia and sub-Saharan Africa. There are antibiotics that can treat it, and they've been around since 1948, but the bacteria has been learning. Since 2016, strains in Pakistan has been resisting nearly every antibiotic we throw at it, and it has already spread to India, Bangladesh, the Philippines, and beyond. There is a vaccine, but it's still not available in many of the places that need it most. AIDS. You're 23 years old, living in San Francisco in
AIDS.
1983. One morning, you notice
That
a
was
dry
random.
cough that won't go away. You figure it's the weather. Over the next few months, life stays mostly normal. You go to work, you see your friends.
Yeah, I had dry cough all the time, but shit. Then again, I be out here. Yeah, shit, mate. I had dry cough, dry mouth all the time sometimes. Nobody smoking. And keep that gas in your life, man. Then you ain't down here fucking getting Ebola or jumping in wood chippers or something. I don't know.
You lose a little weight, but nothing alarming. But the cough never leaves. You get tired climbing stairs you used to take 2 at a time. And what you don't know is that a virus called HIV has been quietly destroying your immune system this entire time.
Dang.
Here's how it works. Your immune system runs on special cells called CD4 cells. Think of them as the generals of your body's army. They spot threats, call in backup, and run the entire defense. HIV works by finding those generals, breaks inside them, rewrites their DNA, and turns them into virus factories. Make those every new cell that grows from them carries the virus too, like this guy. For 8 to 10 years, the virus slowly wipes out your generals one by one, until no one is left to protect you. Your body is open to attack for every germ, fungi, and parasites you can find. Then, one morning, you wake up and breathing starts to feel like trying to inhale through a wet sponge. Your lungs fill up with a fungal infection that a healthy body would have wiped out in hours. After that, your eyes start acting weird. You see small floating spots, and things look a bit blurry. It feels like the kind of problem you might blame on lack of sleep. But then your vision starts getting dark from the sides. Around the same time, the headaches begin. Then the seizures. Then come the moments where you cannot remember where you are, or even what year it is, because another infection has reached the brain. You also stop being able to absorb food properly. No matter how much you eat, the weight keeps dropping. Your muscles slowly gone. Fever becomes constant instead of coming and going. Basically, every disease starts hitting at once, because your protective barrier is broken down, and there's nothing left to hold these infections back. For over 40 years, HIV and AIDS killed 44.1 million people around the world. In 1996, doctors figured out a combination of drugs that could keep the virus under control, and deaths in the United States dropped by nearly half in just 1 year. But even those drugs don't kill the virus. They just hold them back. And as of today, there is still no cure. Even those drugs don't kill the virus. They just hold them back. And as of today, there is still no cure.
Damn.
Hantavirus pulmonary syndrome. Imagine you've had the flu
And
for
see,
a
I
month.
just heard about the hantavirus not too long ago. I say about like 2-3 months ago, and just to hear that, I thought it was something new. Just because, you know, we just had COVID, and we had something else, and we had the flu, and it always seemed like we got some kind of freaking damn post-apocalyptic fucking disease going on, man. You feel what I'm saying? So I thought it was something new, but from what I read, it's actually been here for a bit, and it's pretty devastating. It's more devastating from COVID, from what it sounds like. Y'all protect yourselves, man. Get checked out.
4 days. Fever, muscles, aches, the whole thing. You figure it'll pass. Then one morning you wake up and something feels different. Your chest is tight. You take a deep breath, but it doesn't feel like enough. You try again harder this time, and it still feels like the air isn't reaching where it needs to go. Within a few hours, you're coughing, gasping, and no matter how hard you breathe, your body is starving for oxygen. This is hantavirus pulmonary syndrome, and it starts with something as small as a mouse. The deer mouse, specifically. If you happen to sweep out a shed, clean a cabin, or disturb an area where infected mice have left behind poop.
And that's crazy. That's crazy because, you know, a lot of people that do like real estate and stuff like that, they like to clean out their own houses, or they'll have somebody in their close family that'll clean out their own houses and stuff like that. So you really could be putting them in a situation to get the hantavirus. For real. Don't call me to do no damn yard work for y'all no more. Oh, y'all got farms and shit? We not doing that no more. Nope. No free labor out of Uncle J. Morris. You understand me?
I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop.
I ain't coming back to your house. Y'all got rats and shit like that? Rat poops, get in my throat, get in my lungs, fucking my shit up. Your ass ain't gonna pay for my damn hospital bill, so I ain't got time for you. That look like a subway bag over there in the damn street.
Urine or saliva, the tiny particles can float into the air, and then you breathe them in without even noticing. The
Damn.
virus lands deep in your lungs, infects the cells there, and then spreads through your bloodstream to the walls of your lungs' tiniest blood vessels. For the first 3 to 5 days, it feels like nothing more than a bad flu. You get a high fever, painful aching in your thighs, hips, back, and shoulders, and your whole body feels heavy. Most people go to the doctor during this phase, get told it's probably nothing serious.
Yeah,
and
they
go
always
home to
just
rest.
see. Look, every
And
time you go into the
reason-
damn doctor, that's what they always say. Oh, it's normal. No, the hell it ain't. If it was normal, why the hell you think I'm a cat and brought my ass up into the damn doctor? You think I just would have goddamn cost my own self a freaking hospital bill? Hell no. I'm telling me shit normal. If I'm here in front of you, waiting in motherfucking line, waiting that long ass freaking waiting room, of course there is something wrong with me that I do not feel that is normal. I'm playing with my money, man.
So bad so fast is because of what the virus has been doing to your blood vessels this whole time. Most viruses that attack blood vessels do it by ripping them apart. This one doesn't. Think of the walls of your blood vessels like a brick wall held together by mortar.
Okay.
What this virus does is dissolve the mortar. The bricks are still there, but now there are gaps between every single one of them.
Oh, so
now
you
the
just
liquid
bleeding
part
on
of
the
your
inside
blood
once
starts
again.
leaking through those gaps and pouring into your lungs.
Oh,
In the worst
man.
cases, up to 8 liters of fluid can flood in and around the lungs, piling up at a rate of up to 1 liter per hour. And it's not just your lungs that are giving out. The virus goes after your heart too. When doctors examined the hearts of patients who didn't survive, they found the virus had gotten inside the heart muscle itself and
Oh,
started damaging it
man.
from within. So while your lungs are flooding and you can barely breathe, your heart is also getting weaker and weaker, losing its ability to pump blood. And once both your lungs and your heart start failing at the same time,
It's a wrap. Ding ding.
it can go
KO.
fast.
TKO.
In the most severe cases, patients die within 1 to 2 days after the lung flooding begins.
Damn.
As of 2026, there's no vaccine for hantavirus. There's no drug that can treat it. If you catch it, all doctors can do is put you on a ventilator. Try to keep
Spray
your
and
blood
pray,
pressure
G.
from
Spray and pray.
collapsing,
That's
and
all.
hope your body is strong enough to fight it off on its own. Polio bulbar form. Imagine you're a 6-year-old kid in Dallas, Texas, in the summer of 1952. You've been playing outside all day, running through sprinklers and chasing your friends. By the evening, your throat is sore. You have a mild fever and your legs are aching. Your mom puts you to bed early. For 2 days, it feels like a summer cold. Then, on the third morning, you try to swallow your orange juice and it won't go down.
Damn,
Your muscles
loose lip
in your
ass
throat just
motherfucker.
don't respond.
Golly.
You try to call for your mom, but your voice comes out weak and
I'm standing
squeezed.
up. I'm standing
By
up
the afternoon,
ASAP.
you-
I'm like, I'm running to my mom at this point. I'm running. Well, as soon as I'm like, I couldn't breathe. I'm running. I'm running. I'll pass out right in front of her. Oh, call 911. For real. That would definitely scare the shit out of me. I would be very scared.
can feel your own chest slowing down, and each breath takes more effort than the last. This is bulbar polio. The virus entered through your mouth days ago, multiplied in your throat and gut, slipped into your bloodstream, and crossed into your brainstem, the part of your brain that controls automatic movement like swallowing, speaking, muscles in your face, and breathing. One by one, the virus destroys the nerve cells that run these functions, and they don't grow back. What makes this form of polio terrifying is how it acts. It wipes out the nerves that let you move, but it doesn't touch the nerves that let you feel. So you can feel the spit rising in the back of your throat and understand that you're choking on it. You can feel your chest getting heavier and know that your lungs are failing. Doctors at the time described patients as drowning in their own saliva and mucus while being fully conscious and aware the entire time. Imagine being 6 years old and you fully realize you can't scream, you can't move, and you are slowly losing the ability to breathe. Back in the 1950s, there was no cure. The best doctors could do was perform a surgery on your throat called a tracheotomy and places you inside a metal cylinder called an iron lung. It was a sealed tube that used air pressure to force your chest open and close.
Oh yeah, I
make
seen
your
this.
lungs
Oh
breathe.
yeah, I'm not living like this. I'm not living like this. Put me out of my damn misery. Go ahead and shoot me up with the best drugs, and I just want to see flying angels while I'm going to the gates. For real. Just go ahead and put me out my misery, man. Dead ass. I don't want to sit here in no little freaking peanut shaped box my whole entire life and it's breathing for me. No, that's not a way to live, G.
Even with the iron lung, the death rate for bulbar polio patients was over 90%. Later, in 1952, doctors in Copenhagen invented a better machine called a positive pressure ventilator.
Okay.
And that brought the death rate down from 90% to about 20%. One real boy
Nice,
went through
nice.
exactly this. His name was Paul Alexander. He was placed in an iron lung at 6 years old and never breathed on his own again. He
Hmm.
lived inside that machine for 72
Oh,
years.
I remember
He taught himself a
him. I
technique
remember
called
old
frog breathing,
dude.
so he could leave it for short periods and use that freedom to earn a college degree, a law degree,
What?
and pass the bar exam.
That's
He
what I'm
died
talking
in March
about.
2024 at 78
Hell
years
to the
old.
fuck
Today,
yeah.
polio is
All
nearly
right,
gone.
man. Well, man, I appreciate you guys so much for enjoying this video with your boy, man. And I got a couple of other videos that I'm about to post in the next couple of hours. All right, man. But I thank you guys so much for your support. And I'm going to catch you guys on the next one, man. Until the next time, man. Peace out.